King was courageous. I believe so. And there were several reasons why King was courageous, but there's one reason in particular. No, he didn't have broad shoulders, yet it is on his shoulders we all stand on, whether black or white, Hispanic or Asian. No, he couldn't run a 4.4 in a 40-yard dash, but yet because of his existence, we're able to run towards equality. No, he had no astounding max on a bench press, but because of him, we're able to all lift up our heads, but he was courageous. And you need to know that, but it's not important just for you to know that. You got to understand why he was courageous. And one of the things that King was able to do was he dared to dream. Dared to dream. Not only did he dare to dream, he dared to believe in his dream. See, there's a difference between belief and believe. Belief is a noun, and in grade school we learned that a noun is a person, place, or thing, but believe is a verb, and we learned in grade school that a verb is an action. So in essence, he didn't simply have belief in his ability, he believed in it. He was willing to work towards his abilities, work towards making his dream a reality, and that takes courage. And it's funny because we're always surrounded by these two realities, the what ifs and the what if not, the want to do and the want not to do, the possibility and the improbability. And this is found brilliantly in the poetry of Langston Hughes. See, in one instance, Langston is like, I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when the company comes, but I laugh. I eat well and grow strong. Besides, they will recognize how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am America. But in the other instance, Langston is like, well, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it just dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it sag like a heavy load, or does it explode? So in one instance, Langston is like, I am confident. I belong in this American dream. I belong to dream. I have the right to dream and make those dreams a reality. Not only do I have the right to, but I will. I am America. But in the other instance, it's, well, do I even belong in this dream? Do I even deserve this thing they call an American dream? I'm not so sure that it can happen. And this always surrounds us. And King finds himself finding in the former. He decides to dream and decides to believe in this dream. And I need for you to take that lesson. No matter what is your situation, no matter where you've come from, you need to dream. And what made him courageous is he dreamed even when he had no reason to dream. But King understood this concept because he says, and I quote, history has proven that inner determination can break the outer shackles of circumstance. He understood that his dream was greater than his obstacles. And you've got to understand that if you're passionate about your dreams, it will be greater than your obstacles. So you must pursue your dream with urgency. April 63. King finds himself in a Birmingham jail. And you got to understand that to put context in this, he has experienced some successes and some defeats, some highs and some lows in this thing called the Civil Rights Movement. It was in 55. A young Martin Luther King, 26 years old, pastor at the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, is basically invited to be the leader of the Montgomery Improvement Association, which pretty much led the Montgomery bus boycott, which proved to be successful. It was in 58 in Harlem when he was stabbed by a letter opener and he almost died. And had he sneezed, doctor says he would have been dead. It was in 61 when, for the first time really, he realized that civil disobedience isn't always successful, and he was left frustrated in Albany, Georgia. 4 months after being in Birmingham in this jail, he would deliver the I Have a Dream speech on the Lincoln Memorial. But a month after that, September 63, he would go back to Birmingham, deliver a eulogy because 4 little girls found themselves dead because a bomb went off in the 16th Street Baptist Church while they were in Sunday school. But he finds himself in a jail in Birmingham in April 63. And he writes a letter that is an eloquent letter, one of the most eloquent letters you will ever read. And he was responding to a correspondence written by 8 white ministers. And in essence, what the ministers suggested was, King, we need for you and your marchers to just simply wait. Hold off on this whole freedom thing, because right now Birmingham is experiencing some chaos. Business leaders aren't too thrilled. My church folks aren't too happy. I'm going to need you to hold off a little bit and just wait. And King responds to them and says, I've heard the word wait too often. Wait has almost always meant never. I can't wait any longer. And he says to them that it's easy for those who have not felt the fiery darts of segregation to say, wait. See, King understood that these weren't bad men. They just had no understanding. They never had to drink from a water fountain that only produced hot water. They never had to be in the back of a restaurant. They never had to be in the back of the bus. They never had to go to school in a dilapidated building. They never had dogs chasing over them. They never had a water hose turned on them. They never had their woman have ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise spilled upon them at a sit-in. But King experienced all these things, as those around him experienced all these things. And because of that, he says, I cannot wait. And those involved in this movement along with me, they can't wait any longer. The time for freedom is now. It's the fierce urgency of now. I can't wait for freedom any longer. And you will find in your own life that sometimes when it comes to your own dreams, because we got to apply it to us, sometimes when it comes to your own dreams, some people will tell you to wait. Some circumstances will tell you to wait. Some obstacles will tell you to wait. But I dare you to tell those people and tell those circumstances and tell those obstacles, I can't wait any longer. The time for my dream is now. The time to make my dream a reality is now. They don't understand what you've gone through, but you understand what you've gone through. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, like David said. Your time to basically live out your dreams is now. I dare you to be that courageous. I dare you to not be patient, but impatient when it comes to your dream. And when you do that, when you are courageous enough to say, no matter what comes in my way, I can't wait any longer. When you decide to be better, you become better. And because you become better, I become better. Because I'm inspired by you becoming better. And if I become better, then she becomes better. And if she becomes better, then he becomes better. And if I calculate the math correctly, if me, she, he, and thee become better, then we become better. And that's what the King's legacy was all about.